In this video, we're going to cover 6 fun facts about the Great Pyramids of Egypt. By now, we know a lot about the pyramids, but they're still very mysterious. So in this video, I've collected 6 facts that you maybe don't know about them. So let's get right on to it. Many of us were probably taught in school that the Great Pyramids of Giza in Egypt were built by slaves, but that's actually not true. Even though the Egyptians had slaves, we can't credit the slaves for the pyramids. Excavations of somewhat advanced worker towns near Giza show that the pyramids were actually built by people who were specifically trained and qualified to do so. So actually, it was the more privileged workers and craftsmen that were responsible for building the Egyptian pyramids that are so admired by people all over the world. It's only visible from the air and under very specific lighting conditions, but the Kiev Pyramid is actually a concave, which means that each side is angled towards the center. This was discovered completely by accident in 1940 when the English pilot P. Groves flew over the pyramid. Because of this discovery, many people have tried to crack the code and explain why this pyramid has 8 sides instead of the usual 4, but nobody has been able to answer this yet. Maybe you've already wondered if it would be possible to build a similar pyramid today. Some architects have wondered the same thing, and the answer is yes, it is possible. A calculation made by some American architects estimates that the cost would be $5 billion and it would take us 5 years. When the original pyramids were made, they needed 4,000 workers and it would take them 20 years to finish one pyramid. Today we have machines that can do most of the heavy lifting for us, so that would shorten the process to only 5 years. Of course, we'd still need actual human workers on this project, but we'd need a lot less than the original 4,000. If there's no corpse in a burial chamber, is it still a burial chamber then? Another thing you've probably been taught in school is that the Egyptian pyramids were originally built to be the pharaoh's final resting place. However, nobody has actually ever found a mummy in any of these huge pyramids. So because of that, people are still discussing this topic today. Still, the most prevalent theory is that the pyramids were built to be burial chambers, but that they've either been robbed at some point in time or for some reason never utilized. Despite the fact that the Egyptian pyramids have been a mystery for thousands of years, we still haven't fully explored them yet. Multiple high-tech inspections indicate that there are still secret compartments that nobody has been able to find yet. So we don't know what we'll find in these secret rooms, if we ever find them. But maybe that's where the mummies are. There are many different theories about how the pyramids were built, and some of them could be true. But the big question is, how on earth the Egyptians managed to get those gigantic and super heavy boulders to the top of the pyramids? It's not like they had super advanced technology and machines to help them back then. One theory is that the boulders were pushed and pulled on big sleds, and water was poured on the sand ahead of the sleds to make it more passable. A second theory is that external and internal ramps were used to transport the boulders. And finally, a third theory is that the boulders aren't cut from stone at all, but actually are made of an unknown kind of concrete, and that the boulders were made on the spot. So that was it for this video. I hope you learned something new about the Great Pyramids of Giza. If you know any other interesting facts about the pyramids that you want to share, then write them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.